Good morning, students. Hope all are fine. Today we are going to study the format of cash flow statement. Okay? With the help of this format, we can solve the compiled questions. So here it is. Format of cash flow statement by indirect method, because direct method is not in your syllabus, as per Accounting Standard 3 revised. So students, right now I am explaining this format without any adjustments, because it is very important to understand the basic concept first, then only we can move ahead. Okay, then let's start. So here we have first column for particulars, then amount. Okay, first activity is cash flow from operating activities. Under this, we need to ascertain net profit before tax. Now, how will you determine? Formula is surplus closing less opening. Okay, if you subtract these amounts, you will get net profit before tax. Afterwards, we will add decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. Suppose in the year 2019-2020, okay, current assets example you know, let's say inventories. Here it is 10,000 and here it is 5,000. देखो 19 से 20 में amount decrease हो रहा है, and I told you decrease in current assets to be added. Okay, now what is the reason behind why we are adding decrease in current assets? सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. करंट एसेट्स हमारे पास 2019 में 10,000 थे, एंडिंग तक आते आते 5,000 हो गए. इट मीन्स रिमेनिंग 5,000 वी हैव सोल्ड, है ना. जो 5,000 रिमेनिंग है, डिफरेंस है, वी हैव सोल्ड करंट एसेट्स. That is an inflow for us. That's why it is added. Okay, 5,000 जो भी difference है, it is to be added here. So ये logic है decrease in current asset, why it is to be added. In the same manner, debtors, bills receivable, okay, all these current assets, if it is decreased, it will be added. All right. Then increase in current liability. करंट लायबिलिटीज इंक्रीज हो रही है तो ऐड होगा. व्हाट इज द रीजन? सपोज क्रेडिटर्स, यू ऑल नो क्रेडिटर्स कम्स अंडर करंट लायबिलिटीज. हमारे पास क्रेडिटर्स बिगनिंग में थे 20,000 विच हैज बीन इंक्रीज टू 30,000. ओके, हियर इट इज 2019 में क्रेडिटर्स रुपीज 20,000, 2020 में क्रेडिटर्स का वर्थ हो गया 30,000. बट जो क्रेडिटर्स का वैल्यू है, हमने डील कितने में की है? 20,000. दैट मीन्स वी आर पेइंग दोज क्रेडिटर्स रुपीज 20,000 ओनली, है ना. क्रेडिटर्स की वर्थ इतनी है. अभी वो 30,000 हो गए हैं. So in the current year, creditors worth rupees 30,000, but we made a deal for rupees 20,000. Okay, जो beginning में हमने जितना amount बोला है, हम उतना ही पे कर रहे हैं. Although transactions हो रहे हैं, but इसका जो effect होगा that will be in the next year. Understood? 2019 beginning में हमने जितने में transaction किया है, this amount to be payable. 20,000 is to be payable. तो मतलब 10,000 आप इस ईयर नहीं पे कर रहे हो. एंड आई टोल्ड यू कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट इज ऑल अबाउट मूवमेंट ऑफ कैश. दिस इज पेएबल, दैट मीन्स वी हैव नॉट पेड दिस 30,000 येट. हमने 30,000 की तो पेमेंट की नहीं है. इस साल जो हम पेमेंट करेंगे दैट वर्थ रुपीज 20,000, दैट मीन्स 10,000 वी आर पेइंग लेस. सो दिस इज एन इनफ्लो फॉर द बिजनेस. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज टू बी added. Okay, understood the concept? So decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities you will add. Vice versa to be subtracted. That is increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. Alright, same example कोई flip कर लो. Suppose this is 2019-20. Inventories. Let's talk about current assets first. Inventories 5,000 से 10,000 हो रहे हैं. That means 5,000 का we have purchased stock. है ना, तुमने परचेज किया तो ये हमारे लिए क्या होगा, कैश जा रहा है हाथ से, इट इज एन आउटफ्लो, दैट्स वाई टू बी सब्ट्रैक्टेड. डिक्रीज इन करेंट लायबिलिटीज, सपोज क्रेडिटर्स 30,000 से नाउ 20,000 है ना, दैट मीन्स पेमेंट हम कितने का कर रहे हैं, 10,000 एक्स्ट्रा कर रहे हैं, सो इट इज एन आउटफ्लो फॉर अस. हियर इट इज सब्ट्रैक्टेड. Okay, understood? I repeat, cash flow from operating activity first. Under this, we need to calculate the amount of net profit before tax. Formula is surplus closing minus opening. उसमें add करोगे decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. The net effect. Okay, here just I have made this difference of this amount to be added. The net effect you will add or less. So decrease in current assets and increase in current liability to be added. Increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities to be subtracted. Afterwards you will get cash flow from or used in operating activities. Suppose the answer you get here is in positive, you will write cash flow from. If the answer is in negative, you will write cash used in. Okay. Next activity we have cash flow from investing activities. As I told you in the previous class, all transactions related to non-current assets and investment excluding your marketable securities will come under this. So whatever you are purchasing, for example purchase of fixed assets, purchase of investment, all these are outflow, so it will be subtracted. कैश हमारे हाथ से जा रहा है, सिर्फ कैश का मूवमेंट देखना है. कैश जा रहा है, यू विल सब्ट्रैक्ट. कैश आ रहा है, यू विल ऐड. ओके. सेल ऑफ फिक्स्ड एसेट, सेल ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स विल बी एडेड क्योंकि वो हमारे लिए इनफ्लो है. Interest and dividend received, rent received, it is a kind of investment in which you are earning money, so it will be added. Okay, then you will write cash flow from, after adding this up, cash flow from or used in investing activities. Last we have cash flow from financing activity. Transactions related to shareholders fund and long term borrowings comes under this. So proceeds from issue of shares, debentures. Suppose the value of shares or debentures increases. Share capital 50,000 से suppose 1 लाख हो गया है current year में. That means आपने shares issue किए और आपके पास cash आया. It is an inflow for you. You will add the amount. In the same manner, long term borrowing. Let's say bank loan. Okay, 2019-2020. बैंक लोन, सपोज 2019 में 1 लाख था. इन द ईयर 2020 इट इज 2 lakhs. 1 lakh हैज बीन इंक्रीज. दैट मीन्स हमारे पास 1 lakh और कैश है. इट इज एन इनफ्लो फॉर अस, सो इट विल बी एडेड. वेयर एज रीपेमेंट ऑफ लोन, सपोज द अमाउंट इज रिटन हियर 3 lakhs. ओके, 3 लाख से ये हो गया 2 लाख. दैट मीन्स यू हैव मेड द पेमेंट. ओके, तो आप यहाँ पे उसे माइनस करोगे. अंडरस्टूड? इफ शेयर कैपिटल, डिबेंचर्स, बैंक लोन, द अमाउंट इंक्रीजेस, इट इज एन इनफ्लो, यू विल एड. इफ इट डिक्रीजेस, यू विल सब्ट्रैक्ट बिकॉज इट इज एन आउटफ्लो. In the same manner, payment of dividend, payment of interest on debentures, loan, you are paying it, so it will be subtracted. Cash flow from or used in financing activity. After that, after solving all these activity, fourth step is to find out net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. How will you get this? Add up the amount of all these three activity. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Operating activity final answer, investing activity final answer, financing activity final answer. You will add the amount. If the answer is in positive, you will write net increase in cash and cash equivalent. If the answer comes in negative, you will write net decrease in cash and cash equivalent. Now the best part is you can check your answer then and there itself. How? Here it is. You will add opening cash and cash equivalent. Yes, cash and cash equivalent मैंने बताया है, which are highly liquid form like cash in hand, cash at bank, demand deposits. ओके ये जो कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट है हम किसी भी एक्टिविटी में नहीं लेते हैं. इसे आप लास्ट में यू विल एड ओपनिंग कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट विथ योर आंसर. ओके, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. सपोज answer here is after adding all these activity you get 5,000. This is our answer. इसमें आप ऐड करोगे ओपनिंग कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट जो क्वेश्चन में गिवन होगा. लेट्स से कैश ओपनिंग बैलेंस इज 10,000. ओके, सो टोटल 5 plus 10 is 15,000. Now you have to check whether your closing cash is 15,000 or not. ठीक है, अगर closing cash 15,000 is given in the question, the same amount, that means your answer is correct. If it is not 15,000, that means you have done some mistakes. Okay, so this is the way to check your answer. In net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent, you will add opening cash and cash equivalent. Answer should be closing cash and cash equivalent. So this was the format of cash flow statement without any adjustment. This is just the basic concept. Let's solve one question now. Here it is. Prepare cash flow statement on the basis of the information given in the balance sheet of Libra Limited as on 31st March 2013 and 31st March 2012. Here is the format of company's balance sheet. We have note to account as well. Shareholders fund, non-current liabilities, current liabilities, assets, under assets, non-current and current assets. Okay. Students, here I have solved the same. You will write Libra Limited. It is very important to mention all these things. Okay, so Libra Limited cash flow statement for the year ended 31st March 2013. Here it is, particulars, amount. First activity, cash flow from operating. Under that we need to calculate the amount of net profit before tax. Formula I told you, surplus closing less opening. Okay, here you can see in the question you have note to account. If you see the question, note to account is given. Under that surplus is mentioned 4 lakh and 3 lakhs. So the formula is closing minus opening. So 2013 amount is 4 lakh and 12 is 3 lakh. So 4 lakh minus 3 lakh is 1 lakh. That is your net profit before tax. Alright, then you will add decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. See, current assets, you have these 4 components. I told you we don't take cash and cash equivalents. So current investment also comes under cash and cash equivalent. ये दो चीजों को आप नहीं लोगे. Okay. Besides that, we have inventories and trade receivables. Now check whether the amount is increasing or decreasing. Here it is. This is 12. This is 13. 82 से 76 हो गया है. Inventories decrease हो रहा है, so it will be added. In the same manner, trade receivable from 92,000 amount has been decreased to 38,000. Again, it will be added. Okay. See here. Decrease in inventories 6,000, difference amount. In the same manner, trade receivable भी decrease हो रहा है 54,000. It will be added. So 1 lakh plus 6,000 plus 54,000. Now let's increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. So current assets तो सारे transactions we have recorded. Let's see current liabilities. Here current liabilities from 48 to 40,000 decrease हो रहा है. So decrease in current liabilities to be subtracted. Here I have done the same. Decrease in trade payable. Whenever you get answers in negative, just put bracket for that. 8,000. So 1,60,000. This 1 lakh plus 6 plus 54 is 1,60,000. Minus this 8,000 is 1,52,000. So the answer of cash flow from operating activity, we got 1,52,000. Now move on to next activity, cash flow from investing activities. For that we need to see our non-current assets. Okay, so here we have non-current assets. You can see first we have tangible assets. From 5,60,000 it has been increased to 8,50,000. That means 2,90,000 के assets हमने और purchase किए हैं. So it is an outflow because you have made the payment. Non-current investments also from 1,60,000 it has been increased to 2,32,000. So again it will be considered as outflow. Here it is, purchase of tangible assets. Because it is an outflow, we'll put bracket 2,90,000, the difference amount. Purchase of non-current investment, difference amount is 72,000. Both are outflows. That's why it is shown in bracket. So the answer is cash used in. Yes, because it is a negative. That's why it is written cash used in investing activities. Here, third activity, cash flow from financing activities. Transactions related to shares, debentures, borrowings comes under this. So let's see the amount of share capital, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Here you have share capital from 6 lakh it has been increased to 8 lakhs. It means considered as inflow. So you will write for that proceeds from issue of shares 8 lakh minus 6 lakhs, net effect is 2 lakh. Okay. Now long term borrowings we have from 1,50,000 it has been decreased to 1 lakh. That means 50,000 payment we have made. So for that I have written repayment of long term borrowings, that is bank loan, rupees 50,000 in bracket. So the balance of financing activity is 1,50,000. It is in positive. That's why I have written cash flow from. Next step is to find out net increase or decrease. Formula is 1 plus 2 plus 3. You will add up the final answer of all these activities. So this 1,50,000 plus 1 lakh plus 3,62,000 plus 1,50,000. This is in negative. So add these two answers first. 1,52,000 plus 1,50,000 is 3,02,000. Now 3,02,000 minus 3,62,000. Plus minus becomes minus. So 3,02,000 minus 3,62,000. The answer is in negative. That is net decrease in cash and cash equivalent. Minus 60,000. Now the best part about cash flow statement is we can check the answer then and there itself. Okay, how? See, after getting the answer we got here net decrease in cash and cash equivalent minus 60,000. Then we will add opening cash and cash equivalent. Okay, अब question में देखो we have cash and cash equivalent, this current investment and cash equivalent. Opening year is 2012. Here it is 1,34,000 plus 70,000. So I have written here 2,04,000 for that. Here you can see. Now you will add up these two. 2,04,000 plus 60,000. The answer is in negative, so plus minus gets minus. 2,04,000 minus 60,000 is 1,44,000. Okay, you can see here 1,44,000. So our closing cash and cash equivalent should be 1,44,000. Then only our answer is correct. Here we have closing cash and cash equivalent. Current investment 50,000, cash and cash equivalent 94. So 50 plus 94 is 1,44,000. That means our answer is correct. Okay. So this was cash flow statement without any adjustment. I have given one more question for the assignment. You need to solve that question, practice similar kind of question. Okay, the more you practice, the better your concept will be, and submit it in the next class.